Dawson, medical technician, Shadow HQ. I'll be on duty in an hour.
Earth blast off, 15 minutes precisely. All personnel for leave report to control sphere immediately. Will Paul Roper report to control sphere immediately? Countdown is proceeding.
Liftoff complete. All readout is go.
The answer's no. I won't do it.
You're being stupid.
It's no good. I can't go through with it. Do what you want to.
Temper.
For God's sake, look, I said I won't tell you anything.
There's always Carol.
My wife?
Yes.
Leave her out of it, will you?
Paul? Paul, is that you? Paul? Paul? came in the door, I thought he'd come back.
It's all right, darling. Come on. It's all right.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, it's all right, my darling. It's all right. Sit down.
I'm sorry.
No, calm down, darling. It's all right. I'm here. Look. Take one of these.
Yes. Shouldn't we phone someone, the police or something?
The police? Yes. Yes, I'll phone them right away. All right, darling?
Leave the door open.
You swine. All right, you've convinced me. I can't talk now.
I'll call again.
No.
When?
Tomorrow night, 12 o'clock. My car. I'll give you all you want then. But if you come near my wife again, Carol. Hello, darling. How do you feel?
Fine. That pill certainly did the trick.
Yes. Listen, you mustn't worry about last night. It's all right now.
Thank you, darling.
Tea?
You phoned the police?
Yes. They came round. You were asleep. They seemed to think your scream frightened him off. You did scream.
Oh, yes.
Well, you can forget it. They caught him. Picked him up a couple of miles along the road.
What did he want?
Oh, just an intruder. Apparently they've been after him for some time.
Will I have to make a statement?
I don't know. Or maybe not. It's an open and shut case. Look, darling, I've got to go. I'll ring you. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Yes, really.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Drink your tea.
Roper for debriefing test, Doctor.
Thank you.
This way, Roper.
I assume you're familiar with this test?
It measures how much strain goes into any decision you make.
Yeah. It's amazing how hard we work even on the simplest decisions, like whether or not to have a cup of coffee. This is your monitor here. On big decisions, the stress can render a man useless. Right. All set? Start the test.
Thank you, Roper.
Oh, Paul.
Just the man I was looking for.
For me?
To ask you to come and have a drink.
Oh, no, I'll take a rain check on that.
Something on your mind?
Oh, nothing, no. It's these kids' games.
The debriefing test.
Yeah.
It's not like you, Paul.
Well, maybe I'm getting old.
Why, they're not just for amusement.
All right, let's forget it, shall we? I've got to ring Carol. I'm taking her out this evening.
Sure, how is she?
She's fine. Fine. Oh, look, I'll see you later for that drink, Alec. Okay?
Sure. See you. Oh, Doctor, how did Roper make out in the decision stress?
It was too early to say for certain, but he seemed a bit strung out. Indications of supernumerary stress factors during his last tour of duty.
Any ideas?
Not at this stage. Could be anything. Boredom, misses his wife.
See you.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh, hold it. I don't think I can take you out looking like that.
What do you mean?
Oh, people might say, what's that beautiful young girl doing out with a broken-down old wreck?
Well, don't worry. I can always tell them I married you for your money. They didn't ring.
Who?
Police. Come on, Cradle Snatcher. I'm hungry.
Well, what do they say? Not good. The stress decision tests are positive. Signs of anxiety, traces of tension, and traces of neurosis. And the observers report similar findings. Decision-making below par, reflexes bad, impetuosity, nervousness.
I don't believe it.
Oh, it's all down here. He's an out-and-out risk, Alec, and we can't afford to take chances.
I've known Paul Roper for years.
Well, take a look at the facts, Alec. The man's a mess. I don't know why. Check him.
Lovely evening, darling. Thank you. Hey, I'm not Cinderella, you know.
What?
Oh, don't drive so fast. I don't have to be home by midnight.
Sorry.
Don't be long. I thought I saw someone.
What? It's nothing. We're both tired. It's nothing. Come on. I'll see you into the house. All right? Come on. All right now?
Yes, fine. Thanks, darling.
I'll put the car away. All right to close the door?
Oh.
Yes?
The calculations.
Yes, all right. But you must never contact me or my wife again. Okay. On those conditions. Ready? Begin. 42 degrees, 2 minutes, angle 8-4. 58 degrees, 7 minutes, angle 65. Go down 2. 68 degrees, 7 minutes. Position, 33 degrees. Down 2. Alternate coordinates, 2742. Now down 3.
For the last time, Roper, I want answers. Who are they? What did you tell them? What do they want? Come on.
You're pushing it too hard.
You've got to make him talk, Alec. Let's try another angle. Money.
No.
Blackmail.
I don't see it.
Well, threats. Violence.
His wife, maybe.
All right. Tell me about her.
Carol? She's young, attractive. Roper's crazy about her. I could understand it if she...
Understand it? Can't you accept the fact
That he's a traitor? I know that. But it's also a matter of degree.
Degree, nothing. It's what he's told him that matters, not why. Well, you say he's crazy about his wife. We'll see just how crazy.
All right, Roper. Let's take it from the beginning, once more.
Just a moment, Doctor.
All right, Roper. So it's your wife. And naturally, you don't want to see her get hurt. And you think by keeping quiet, you'll be able to protect her. You tell us what we want to know. That's the best way to give her protection.
7 minutes. Position, 33 degrees. Down 2. Alternate coordinates, 2742. Now down 3.
Numbers. Angles. What do they mean, Roper?
I was given program numbers for SID, told to feed in certain information, memorize the results.
So, we've got a batch of data. But how do we apply it?
I can give you the data, not the significance.
You mean to tell me you didn't know what you were doing when you handed over those figures?
No.
We're going to have to put everything into finding out.
Get me Commander Straker.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Well, keep working on it, Lieutenant. Is there any deal from Sid?
So far, we've got a series of three-dimensional direction indicators.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, it's like some sort of navigation course, only in 3 dimensions. So it's a course for some sort of space vehicle to steer.
A UFO?
Could be.
Well, as you say, Lieutenant, it's not much, but maybe it's a start. Let me know the moment you have anything.
Right.
A flight path. But to where? Well, let's see what we've got.
Some sort of a flight path
And the fact that they chose Roper to do their dirty work. Why?
One, because he had access to SID and understood its operation better than most.
And 2, they knew he was particularly vulnerable where his wife was concerned.
He's told us all he knows.
Yes. Except who his contact was. Who was on the other end of that phone. I want an immediate yellow alert on all SHADO installations.
Yes, sir.
Let him go, Alec.
What?
Let Roper go in 1 hour's time.
Your key is still down, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Very neat. You've just let the whole base know we're going to release Roper in an hour.
Yes. I've been thinking about Roper's contact, Alec. Whoever he is, he would have to be able to radio Moonbase. He would know Roper's movements on Earth, have access to his records. There's only one answer.
You mean someone on this base?
Yes, someone on this base. Let him go, Alec. We must draw them out into the open.
Okay. Roger, I've got that. Now, one moment, Moonbase. Lieutenant Ellis for you, sir.
Straker.
I've had Joan Harrington work over Roper's figures.
And what does she make of them?
They describe relative planetary positions.
For which planets?
Considering the urgency of the problem, there seemed to be no choice but to make an educated guess.
All right, Lieutenant, educate me.
The relative position of the Sun, Moon, and Earth would fit Roper's figures. One snag. The last set of information is a time reference, but it still doesn't make sense.
Well, you've come up with enough to scare the daylights out of me, Lieutenant. Keep working on that last sequence out.
Did you swing this? It seems pretty suspect to me.
Look, if Straker says you can go, don't ask too many questions.
Yes, but you're not exactly the forgiving type.
Don't push your luck. Just go.
Sir, you wanted to know when Roper left?
You mean he's gone already?
Why, yes, sir.
But my orders were that he was to be released in 1 hour's time.
Yes, sir, but I understand Colonel Freeman.
I see. Signal a maximum security alert and get me Captain Carlin on Skydiver.
Right, sir. Attention, all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Attention, all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Condition red.
Your instructions have been received and understood. Standing by.
This is Straker. We are faced with a probable UFO attack against an unknown target. Until we have further information, all shadow defense systems and vehicles will remain on alert.
Maximum security alert operational, sir. Captain Carlin standing by.
Right. Captain Carlin?
Straker,
Carlin, reading you.
I want you to launch Sky 1 for possible interception.
Area?
Green 0B. Make a 20-mile radius sweep around Shadow HQ.
Sounds pretty close to home, sir. What's going on?
That's our problem, Captain. You just concentrate on being ready. Out.
Launch stations. Yes, sir. Launch stations.
Clear 1. 1 clear.
Clear 2.
2 clear.
Check boosters.
located UFO in area 427 Blue.
Get me Captain Carlin immediately.
Yes, sir. Shadow Control to Sky 1.
Carlin, this is Straker.
Receiving you.
Suspect driving east on Route 4 in bronze Shadow car. Follow and observe.
Roger.
Out.
Sky 1 to Shadow Control. I'm positioned over target area.
Building below destroyed. You can see no sign of life.
Request UFO fix and attack coordinates.
Roger, Sky 1.
Right. They bring him in now, sir.
Thank you.
Hold it a moment. All right, Paul?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Maintain surveillance for Shadow Medic Dawson.
This is a war, Alec. People have to be at risk.
I don't buy that. And I never will. It's too complicated for people like me. And too simple for people like you.
Now, how is Roper?
Conscious. He'll be all right.
So he gave us 2 wrong figures in the timing sequence.
2 wrong figures.
Yes, must have been a memory lapse. Not surprising, considering the strain he was under.
But we got our figures from the tape. That means the aliens have the same false information.
Yes, we finally managed to sort it out about an hour ago. It would have taken them about 5 minutes.
I realize that, but they obviously thought he did it on purpose. That mistake could have cost him his life.
Wait a minute. It could cost him his wife.
Carol.
Now, you stay here. I'll send a couple of guards to Roper's house.
We've just passed the Rampton flyover. ETA Roper's house, 6 minutes.
Data and figures from flight plan passed to aliens by Roper have been analyzed. Input information incorrect. Result negative.
What do you make of it, Joan?
Nothing.
Straker's not going to buy that. Rerun it.
It won't alter the result, Lieutenant.
Will if you permutate it differently.
If you insist, Lieutenant.
Dawson died 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Shotgun makes quite a mess.
The doctors found this. It's some sort of electronic probe. It had been inserted into his temple.
Well, I think the picture is almost complete. Come over here, Alec. Watch this. Here. There.
Sunrise on the moon.
Exactly. That's how they plan to make the attack. Flying across the lunar horizon at sunrise, keeping between moon base and the sun.
Visually undetectable.
Totally.
But it would be picked up by moon-based radar the moment it crossed the horizon.
No. Not if the attack were planned to coincide with heavy sunspot activity. Like that predicted in 2 days' time. And with Roper's flight plan to guide the attacker.
Moonbase wouldn't stand a chance.
Chance? Well, we have Roper's flight plan too, remember?
I don't see how we can stop it.
One man, on his own, at a predetermined position out on the moon's surface. A rocket launcher, polarized visor.
It'd be suicide.
Possibly.
But you can't expect a man to...
I don't need a volunteer, Alec.
You mean Roper? And I suppose you used this to twist his arm.
Oh, I didn't have to. He's doing it to try and even the score.
And when are you going to tell him?
Maybe you'll never need to know.
Right. 1 hour. Now, once you're outside, maintain radio silence.
One favor. I couldn't tell Carol, my wife. If you could book an earth call, either way. You know what I mean.
I'll sort things out when you get back.
All set?
All set.
Good. Begin stage 1. Oh, Roper. Good luck.
Safety check 1.
Safety check 1.
Prepare for exit procedure.
Good luck, Paul.
Depressurized.
Open outer doors. Stand by for exit. Is there any chance of the radar trackers operating? Not with all this sunspot activity.
The time is now 07:05.49. Sunrise is in 10 minutes. This is moon-based time check at 07.6 precisely.
Roper's on his own.
23 seconds since sunup, Lieutenant.
UFO destroyed.
He's done it. Get a moonhopper out there fast.
Right, Lieutenant.
Losing a little air. Damage only slight.
Paul, is everything all right?
Yeah. Sure.
Listen, a moonhopper is on its way. It'll be with you in minutes.
Fine. Tell Straker. Tell him I hope this evens things up.
Paul.
Tell Carol.
Paul. Roper! Roper!
A circuits?
Check.
Primary boosters?
Check.
534 to Moonbase Commander. Ship 534 to Moonbase Commander.
Go ahead, 534.
Approaching earthly re-entry and feeling blue. Is it all right for Saturday night, darling?
Your communications against standard procedure.
And yes, it's still all right for Saturday.
Now that's more like it.
Ship 534 from Moonbase. Approaching re-entry. Normal pattern.
534, that's Craig Collins, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Have him call me when he gets down, will you?
Yes, sir. Pilot reports fire in cabin, sir.
Let me in there.
Craig, this is Ed.
How bad is it?
Well, I can't tell. There's just a lot of smoke and it seems to be getting worse. Switch to life support.
And try cutting your Q circuits.
Sid reporting 3 alien craft.
No good. The heat's still building up.
Sighting confirmed.
Main warning lights are on. Repeat, alarm lights are
5 million
on.
miles, closing at Sol 8.
Hold on, Craig.
Be back with you in a minute.
Stay with him.
Range 4 million miles, closing.
Launch interceptors.
Trajectory Northern Europe. Range 3.5 million miles, closing. 2 million miles, closing. Speed reducing to Sol 6.
Main warning lights are on. Repeat, alarm lights are on. Seems to be getting worse.
One UFO has changed trajectory. Predicted target, this satellite.
Interceptor 2, lock onto new bearing.
Morning, Miss Holland.
Good morning, Mr. Straker.
Miss Holland,
Yes, sir.
I ordered this file transferred to the morgue weeks ago. Why is it still here?
Well, sir, it isn't certain.
You know as well as I do that space personnel are presumed dead 48 hours after failure to re-enter.
But it just...
Miss Holland. Craig Collins was one of my closest friends. We were astronauts together. But we have enough to worry about without trying to keep the dead alive. Now, please, just get it out of here.
Look, let's get this straight before he gets here. When it comes to Sid's brains, Craig knows more than anybody. So as of now, he's on the project.
All I'm saying is that Craig Collins and I...
Look, your personal feelings for him are your own problem.
Just tell me who's in charge.
No, overall, you are. But when it comes to Sid's engineering, Craig is God, okay? Straker.
Colonel Collins to see you, sir.
Send him right in. Craig.
Hi, Ed.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. Mind you, it's good to see anybody after 8 weeks of jungle cats. John?
Craig?
Oh, come on. What happened?
Well, I don't know. I sort of lost consciousness on re-entry. And then I came to, and I was floating down over the sea. We went smash into the sea, and I got out and swam ashore before she sank. Tell your boffins that their survival course really works.
Colonel Gray, thank you.
See you later.
Well, you heard what happened, Craig. I had no choice.
Yeah. I would have done exactly the same.
Sure.
Hello, Master. I am just off to Moonbase to get things started.
What? I thought we'd go together tomorrow. There's a great deal to be done here.
Yes, well, I thought I'd be more use up there, and besides, I have, shall we say, a little unfinished business to attend to. So if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Nina.
Good to see you back, Craig.
Thank you.
Missing the jungle, Craig?
Not with you tigers around.
Craig. I was so glad when I heard.
Well, it takes more than a little barbecue to fry me, you know. Oh, dear, I'm sorry. I do hope I haven't cracked a rib. I just don't know what came over me. Well, Foster, nice to see you again. I'm glad that you've been keeping an eye on things for me while I've been away.
Well, I can't say I know what you mean.
Come on, of course you do.
Craig.
Tell me, how about getting this old jungle cat a cup of coffee now that he has returned?
All right.
If it's all right with you, Foster.
Yeah.
See you later.
Still making with moon dust, I see. I wanted to say that there's, no reason to feel guilty about anything.
I don't feel guilty, Craig. I cried a little when I thought you were dead. After a while, I stopped crying. People do.
Yes, they do.
And we weren't exactly Romeo and Juliet.
Virginia, now you make it, you make it very hard for a man. All he wants to say is, no hard feelings.
I'm sorry. If that's what you're really trying to say.
And what else in the world would I do?
How was the jungle?
Well, I tell you one thing, there was no one there who looked like you. You know, I used to lie there at night, and I used to look up at the old moon, and I'd say to myself, you know something? Old Ginny's up there.
I did think about you.
Did you? You mean there's still a chance for this singed old astronaut?
I never said there wasn't. It's just that I resent you looking upon me as your property.
Now you know. I'd never do that.
You didn't leave the jungle. You brought it back with you.
You, wanted to see me, Master.
What's this request for a two-man mission?
Well, fixing Sid is a two-man job. I need a partner. I want Foster.
Why Foster?
Well, he's the only man available with the necessary know-how. Also, he's got the basic astro training. I know that he's maybe a little bit rusty, but I reckon I can lick him into shape in time.
Is that the only reason?
Well, why else would I want him?
All right, you've got him.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, please, sir.
You ran a computer check on my relationship with Craig a long time ago.
I know.
And the readout said that it would not affect my efficiency.
And 2 weeks ago, we ran one on you and Foster, and it said the same thing.
So why the Inquisition?
Yesterday, we ran one on you and Craig and Foster. The computer seemed to think a triangle was the nastiest emotional shape there is.
Well, you can tell the computer to relax. There is no triangle.
Oh? Who got dropped?
Craig.
May I ask why?
That is my business.
Now, come on, old man, you can do better than that. Now, come on. Come on, come on. Now, 15.
Oxygen.
16.
Altitude
17.
Boosters.
1014.
Cooling system.
33.
Digital count.
943.
Retro rockets.
5.
Helium ratio.
507.
Abort bomb.
Wrong.
Sorry.
Oh, now, sorry's just not good enough, old man. Sorry can kill now when we're up there together. I don't want to be sorry. I want you to be right. Now, let's try that again, all right?
All right.
Come on. Come on. 200.
Manual control.
Is Ginny in there, darling?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Good evening, my lord. How about a little game of chess?
You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? You never won a game with me yet.
How about a little bet?
You really want to throw your money away?
Shall we say 50?
That's what you want. You take the white.
All right. You ready? You really want to play that move?
Just get on with it, Collins.
Checkmate.
That's 50 I owe you.
I'll let you have your revenge tomorrow.
Where do you on Earth tomorrow? I'll take my revenge when we get back here.
Anything you like.
I thought we'd been through all this yesterday.
You told me you dropped Collins. You didn't tell me you hated him.
Who says I hate him?
Virginia, I was watching your face when he came in.
People do move away from each other sometimes, you know?
Look, Collins is on a vital mission. If there's... If there's anything you know about him, his attitude, state of mind, anything, it's your duty to tell me.
He's different.
And you're trying to tell me that just because he beat you in a game of chess, he's a psychotic? Oh, come on, John. What are you, a sore loser?
No, it's not just that. It's the way he's been riding Foster.
He's training Foster for a tough mission, not for a game of ping pong. Foster has to shape up.
And Virginia Lake?
Virginia Lake is a girl who fell out of love.
Look, I know he's a friend of yours, but all I'm saying is that what he went through in that jungle...
Dr. Adams, full clearance. Dr. Jackson, full clearance. Dr. Bluden, full clearance. Now, all those reports have been computerized. Full clearance.
Computers aren't God.
Or are you, John?
I just have an instinct about him.
Well, look, just now you implied that my friendship for Craig could warp my judgment. Just make sure that your personal feelings don't bend yours.
Blast off for SIDS in 5 days. You going to be ready?
Well, I'm just about finished down here. Of course, I've got 1 or 2 things still to do at Moonbase.
We go back there tomorrow.
All right.
Excuse me, can you direct me to D stage?
Yes, of course. It's over there. Take the second turning on the right.
Oh, thanks. Mr. Gray, isn't it?
That's right, Sir Esmond.
Yes, I never forget a voice. And who? Come along, Charles.
Yes, sir.
Can't have you standing about all day long.
There's something I've forgotten to do. I'll catch up with you later.
Very well, Master.
Sir Esmond! Excuse me! Excuse me, Sir Esmond, but I couldn't help noticing. Something seemed to upset you back there.
It was nothing.
Oh.
It was just one of those inexplicable moments. Like walking over a grave.
Well, if you're quite sure there's nothing I can do...
That's very kind.
How about that game of chess?
No, thanks. I'm tired. I'm going to turn in.
All right, see you tomorrow, Master.
Get me Straker. Where's Commander Straker?
I'm afraid he isn't in the building at the moment, sir. I can put out a trace for him if it's urgent.
But just be careful, John, that personal feelings don't bend yours.
Shall I put out a trace for him, sir?
No. No, don't bother.
Central computers, please.
Okay, let's take the control panel. Terminals 4 and 5.
Power supply.
11 and 12.
Cooling system.
21 and 22.
They stop at 20.
You know something, old man? I think you're gonna make it.
I know I'm gonna make it, old man. You didn't invent efficiency.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're getting uptight, are we? Now I know just the thing for that, old man.
Nothing like heaving a few weights around for swelling out the tension. After you've lifted a couple of hundred, makes even you begin to look human.
Well, why don't we try 225?
All right. But that's my lot. I'm not pushing for the bandiest astronaut title.
Are you all right?
What do you think? You clown.
How bad is it?
There's a rib gone. The right tibia's cracked. He'll be strapped up for a fortnight.
No.
What the hell did you think you were doing?
It was a mistake.
The mission goes in 2 days' time, and you knock out the only man qualified to fly it with you? Some mistake.
You know, there is another man equipped to fly the mission with me.
Oh, who would that be?
Ed Straker. I mean, he and I put Sid out there in the first place.
You can't go up there with a man who's unstable.
He's only unstable in your mind. Look, what do you want me to do? Cancel the mission? Leave Earth undefended?
Train somebody else to go with you.
There isn't time. Collins is right. I'll go. I said I'll go.
2 nights ago, he tried to kill me.
He what?
He blew the pressure in my sleep sphere.
That incident was reported in the Daily Report as a mechanical failure. And why didn't you tell me immediately it happened?
Because I can't be completely certain.
Do you have one piece of tangible evidence?
No, not yet.
All right. My top priority is to get Sid back into commission. I've no alternative, and that's what I'm going to do. You'll have to look after things while I'm gone. I've doubled the alert readiness on Moonbase, and I suggest you do the same thing here. Well, the weather at the Cape is clear. The countdown looks good.
I hope they've got those transducers I asked for.
Yes, Colonel Gray's taking care of it. Say, Craig, what is it with you and him?
Oh, I don't know. It's sort of, you know, chemical. Just one of those things.
I just wanted to check and make sure there's nothing we've overlooked in Collins' clearance tests.
No. He passed all the regulation tests perfectly.
All the regulation tests?
Yes?
Are there any others?
Officially, no.
But?
I've been pursuing a line of research. Nothing official. Just an idea of my own. I call this an isolator.
What does it do?
It cuts you off from all outside influences. Sound, heat, light, microwaves, even cosmic rays. I wanted to study the effect on the brain of a total absence of stimuli.
What has this got to do with Collins?
One of the things I do is record the brain's electrical patterns both inside and outside this cabinet.
Well?
Usually, there's very little difference.
Doctor, will you please get to the point?
All right. No. That's the kind of button I usually get. That's one of my colleagues. That's the button outside the isolator. That's the button inside. Now, I'm going to show you Collins. That's Collins outside the isolator. That's Collins inside.
What's your conclusion?
It's too early to have one. I've got central computers on it now.
Have you told anyone else about this?
There's nothing to tell. It's a purely unofficial experiment.
When do you expect your computer analysis?
Probably late tonight.
Call me as soon as you get it. If I'm not at home, I'll be at Collins' apartment. Hello, Craig.
Hello, Master. Please enter. I'm afraid I can't spare you much time. Ed and I are flying off to the Cape in an hour.
Did you know we still haven't located your ship? The one you crashed in?
Really?
Are you sure the map reference you gave us was the right one?
Yeah, I was pretty groggy at the time. Could have been 1 mile, 2 miles either way.
Do you remember anything more about what happened?
No, mind is, very much of a blank still.
Don't you find that a bit worrying?
No. I'm still the same fella,
Are you, Craig?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Virginia Lake thinks you've changed.
Ah, Virginia's just...
And you give blind men the creeps.
Are you out of your mind?
And you tried to kill me.
Now, what the devil are you talking about?
Jackson did a test on you.
Yeah, well, he does lots of tests.
One in particular, where he put you in a cabinet.
Yes? What about it?
When you were inside that cabinet, you were isolated from all communication of any kind, even radio waves.
Really?
Inside that cabinet, your brain pattern stopped. You were inert. A nothing. A body without a will.
Now, look here, I know that you have never liked me.
I think the aliens snatched you out there. I think they burned out the personality centers of your brain and then programmed you so that they could control you with radio waves. I think they sent you back here as a kind of guided missile to kill Ed Straker.
Now, if that is really the case, oh, Master, then you're wasting your time, aren't you? You can't reason with a robot. Speaking.
The computer confirms Collins has had surgery.
I'll be right over. Well, here we go again, old man.
Not so much of the old, if you don't mind. After you.
Thank you.
Roger. Position and data correct. Count continues. Countdown proceeding normally. Liftoff, -5.
Coordinates correct. Shut down inlet valves.
Well, I hope I can still drive one of these things.
Yes, so do I.
We have retract on 1 and 2.
Mr. Collins? Mr. Collins? Mr. Collins?
Will you confirm your link is correct?
E-link correct. And liftoff -120.
Closing inlet valves. Onboard computer exciting 109. We are counting.
We have go on all internal systems at -50.
Sometimes Mr. Collins does not tell me he is not coming back, but always he leaves me the key over the door.
Silly thing to do, that. You know, it's a first-base burglar's room.
But he likes the place left clean and tidy. Oh!
We have ignition. We have liftoff. A-OK from here. How about you boys?
Thank you, Houston. This is SID 2 reporting. All systems go.
How long now?
7 hours, 19 minutes, 27 seconds.
You said anything intelligible yet?
No, Doctor.
No identification on him.
Ah, there she is. There's old Sid.
Right on the old button.
get the doctor, nurse.
Please.
All right.
And Fred.
To take him, please, nurse.
Hold him down.
It's all right. Lie down.
Don't. No, please.
Come on.
No. No, please. Please, no. Please.
Well, time to go for our walkies, old man.
We have satellite on positive track. Lunar orbit is correct. Hawaii has just confirmed position.
Come on, sir. Lie down.
What's the time?
Lie down, sir. Quite all right.
What's the time?
Lie down.
All right. Take it easy. You've had a nasty concussion. If you didn't have a concrete skull, you wouldn't be with us now.
Get me a telephone.
That's a nice 24, please, nurse. Look, let's take it easy. You can do all that later.
Get me a bloody telephone!
We are 5 hours and 7 minutes intermission. All systems are green. A-OK from here.
Commander, Collins. Collins is going to kill you.
So Gray was right.
Listen, Craig. You can beat this thing.
They burned out the personality centers of your brain.
Craig, listen to me. Listen. We can help you.
To control you by radio waves.
They may have your mind, Craig, but they can never get your soul.
Craig, listen to me. Craig!
Commander. Come in, Commander Straker. Are you receiving me? Commander, come in, please. Come in, Commander Straker. Are you receiving me?
You were inert, a nothing. A body without a will.
Ed, come in. Are you receiving me? Are you receiving me?
Receiving.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Thank God. What about Collins?
He's out of it.
He could have killed you.
Yes. He could have killed me.
Peter, please.
Take Jean back to the car. I must get this.
This is Colonel Straker.
How do you do, sir?
A shattering business, Colonel. The Prime Minister's already at Checkers. We'll be there in 30 minutes. We've been in constant communication with Paris, Moscow, and Bonn during your visits. I think the British government's approval will be a formality.
The evidence is absolutely conclusive.
If I might just...
Sure, Colonel.
It may speed things up.
The clincher is at the back.
It's an enlarged single frame from the cine film, sir.
It couldn't possibly be a fake.
The film was found undeveloped still in the camera. It's genuine. Take my word for it.
Keep pace with the escort.
I'll take the file, sir.
morning.
Miss Eland,
The report.
thank you. Messages?
Information. Q21 answer negative. Q46 satellite link effective. Q9700. The computer readouts available from today.
Have them put straight through to me, will you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Freeman to see you, sir. All right, Mr. Freeman.
If the girl in reception calls me Alec,
So?
well, doesn't that inflame you with jealousy? Obviously it doesn't.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Juliet is the sun.
Voice print, positive identification, 9-7. Freeman, Alec E.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're new here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You must have passed all the tests.
All of them.
I bet.
Won't keep you a moment, Alec. Trouble? Oh, why else would I send for you? Take a look at this.
That's Westbrook Electronics, isn't it?
Yeah. What's left of it.
Well, what happened?
For 10 years, there have been setbacks. We've had accidents, miscalculations, errors of judgment, and other mishaps. Let's put Westbrook Electronics down to other mishaps.
You mean a UFO?
Well, there's no proof.
So bang goes the Utronic project. Just when we thought we really had something to track them down.
Now, don't panic, Alec. The Utronic equipment is safe. It wasn't in the building. It's intact, fully tested, and ready for shipment. The breakthrough. SHADO have had Moonbase and the other satellites operational for the past few months. There have been a few UFO sightings, but no interceptions. We've got the teeth. Soon we'll have the eyes. Now, Freeman, you know how important this is to our whole organization. Now, the Utronic design team and the equipment are ready to be picked up in Los Angeles and flown here to England. Now, I'm making you responsible for the security of the entire operation. I mean you, personally.
Right.
Well, it must be quite a while since you landed an SST.
Just let's say it's part of the personal service. Shadow Control, this is Seagull X-ray.
Confirm arrival Stevenson Base, Los Angeles, 0835. Takeoff scheduled 1100 hours.
Roger, Seagull X-ray.
Call Moonbase, will you?
Yes, sir.
Status check. Target.
Affirmative.
Magnetic field.
Check.
Saturation density.
Green.
Resonator.
Affirmative.
Code.
Okay.
Displacements.
Go.
Filters.
Check.
Fluctuation.
Affirmative.
Reflex.
Excuse me. Right. Shadow control for you, Lieutenant.
Right. Lieutenant Ellis.
Good morning, Gay. I think I might have some action for you. I want Moonbase put on yellow alert from 1045 to track Seagull X-ray. Now it's carrying Shadow VIPs on the Utronic equipment. So let's keep everybody on their toes. We can't afford to take chances.
Roger. Joan, announce a yellow alert for 1045.
Yes, Lieutenant.
And complete the status check. I think this is going to be for real. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back about 10:30.
Okay. Moonbase will be on yellow alert from 10:45 Earth elapsed time. Repeat, 10:45 EET. All space trackers to be fully operational by 10:45 EET. Astronauts to be on standby.
Joanna?
Be right with you, Lou.
No hurry. I want to run a computer check on the interceptor systems in about 10 minutes. Hi, Gay.
Hello, Lou.
Do you think this could be it, Lieutenant?
Looks like it, Lou. An SST traveling at Mach 4 is a pretty tempting target, particularly as it's carrying the new Utronic equipment. Hello, Ken.
Hi.
Hi, Mark.
Gay, this alert. What do you think? Another false alarm?
Don't think so, Mark.
So this time it could be real.
Yeah, could be.
Well, I guess we could all do with a bit of action.
Well, I could do with a cup of coffee.
Sure.
Thanks.
Put Skydiver in the picture.
Yes, sir.
Message from Shadow Control, sir. Yellow alert at 10:45.
Right.
At last entry. Did you send it?
Yes, sir.
A refueling schedule. Transmitted on security code B.
Sorry, sir.
How long you been with us, Ford?
Just over 2 years, sir.
2 years. Long enough to know how important security is to Shadow. Now look, this headquarters, controlling Moonbase, the satellites, and a fleet of submarines, is 80 feet below a film studio, right? Now, 400 people work up there, and not one of them knows all this exists. I have to play games, pretending to be the studio's chief executive. No one even dreams what my real function is. That's what security's all about.
I'm sorry, sir. Sometimes it's pretty difficult.
Difficult? So you think it's difficult, huh, Ford? Well, I'll tell you when it gets difficult. Have you ever thought about the victims of UFO incidents? Have you ever considered their parents, brothers, sisters? What do we tell them? They can never know the truth. So they live in agony for years, praying that someday their loved one may turn up, clinging to a thread of hope. Don't ever tell me that security's difficult. Sometimes it gets pretty close to home.
Yellow alert starts in 2 minutes, sir.
Be right with you. Stevenson Base, this is Seagull X-ray. Liftoff check complete.
Liftoff clearance.
Roger, Seagull X-ray. You are clear to go.
You know? 10:45.
Right.
Brakes off.
Airspeed building. 130. 140. 160 V1. VR. Rotate.
This is Moonbase calling Sid.
This is Space Intruder Detector. Pass your message.
Seagull X-ray carrying VIPs and neutronic equipment is airborne. Track progress of aircraft until further notice. Keep sharp lookout for UFO.
Please pass your code so that your instructions can be complied with.
Stand by to receive code.
Standing by. Thank you. Your code is correct. I have Seagull X-ray on scanners. It is on course. Speed 1500 knots.
Moonbase computers confirm course correct. Airspeed 1500 knots.
Right. Maintain tracking.
Hydroplanes check complete, sir.
Okay. Steer 042.
Steer 042.
042. Maintain present speed.
Maintain speed 40 knots.
Take over, will you, Bill? I'm going back to do my stuff with the passengers.
Right.
Herr Mahler? Good morning. Colonel Alec Freeman.
Ah, Colonel.
I'd like to congratulate you and your team, Herr Mahler. This looks like the breakthrough we've been waiting for.
Not my team, Colonel. May I introduce our chief designer, Virginia Lake?
How do you do, Colonel?
Well, for the first time in my career, I wish I was flying subsonic aircraft. The trip would take that much longer.
Just in case anyone's interested, I'm Phil Wade.
Oh, how are you? Well, looks like you're the answer to all our prayers.
Would you like to see the neutronic equipment, Colonel?
I think your equipment is fabulous, but I am familiar with it.
Really?
Yes. For instance, I know that a neutronic beam travels instantaneously.
Almost instantaneously.
Well, anyway, it means we'll be able to detect UFOs even when they're flying many times the speed of light in deep space.
Go on.
So, our moon-base interceptors will have a chance to destroy them before they reach the Earth.
Very good.
I could tell you more over dinner.
Don't you think you better get back to your little seat up front?
I suppose so. I'll be seeing you.
Colonel, you were right. You are familiar. with the equipment.
Everything okay?
Yes, sir. No sign of any activity.
Good.
I'll be in my office.
Right, sir.
Red alert. Red alert. UFO 428 146 green.
Got it. 428 146 green. Speed. Solid. Trajectory termination. Coming up. This is Moonbase to Shadow Control. Predicted trajectory termination, North Atlantic. Speed, solid. Going for intercept, out. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors, immediate launch.
Interceptors go. Right.
This is Moonbase to all shadow stations. Moonbase to all shadow stations. UFO sighted, 428 146 green, will report.
Attention all defense systems. This is a maximum security alert. Attention all defense systems. I say again, this is a maximum security alert. Condition red.
Speed 1.5 million miles per second. Range 75 million miles.
Okay. Yes.
70 million miles.
Maintaining solid. Red, 129046. Right. Trajectory. Still as predicted.
Lieutenant, I have green on interceptors 1, 2, and 3.
Moonbase to interceptors. Stand by to set missile control computer.
Right.
MCC reading 101-264-110. Missile timing 2496.
Missile program completed.
Range 8 million miles closing. 7 million miles.
Missile firing 5.4 seconds.
Detonation confirmed.
Negative. It's through.
Well, don't just sit there. Warn Skydiver. And get me Alec Freeman.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, Miss Lake, Shadow Control have just informed me that a UFO is approaching the North Atlantic. I'm afraid we must assume that this aircraft is its target. We're going to reduce height in order to gain the advantage of cloud cover. This will mean we'll have to reduce speed, but of course in the dense atmosphere, so will the UFO.
Presumably that increases Shadow's chances of intercepting it.
Yes, it does. I'd fasten your seatbelts if I were you. Look, don't worry. It'll be okay. Anyway, we have a dinner date. I wouldn't let anything interfere with that.
Thank you.
UFO entering visual speed range.
Radar and visual alert.
UFO on radar track, speed Mach 5.
Thank God for the atmosphere. It's the best protection we have.
Have positive radar fix.
Well, it's up to skydiver now.
In position, sir.
Right.
Stand by. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch stations. Launch stations. Clear 1.
1 clear.
Clear 2.
2 clear.
Ready for takeoff, sir. Okay, lift-off stations. Lift-off stations.
Checking boosters.
Circuits.
Cut boosters.
H-pulse circuits, okay.
Cutting boosters.
Relays, okay. Good luck, skipper. Interlocks engaged.
Stabilize gyros.
Trigger circuits, okay.
Right. Stand by for liftoff. Shadow control from Sky 1, airborne. Position 020, red.
Roger, Sky 1. Airspeed down to 600 knots.
Right. Lower heat shield.
Right.
I don't like it. These clouds give about as much cover as a G-string on a belly dancer.
Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray. Over.
Oh, Peter, am I glad to hear you. What's your position?
Right above you. Level off at 20,000. Sky 1 to Seagull X-ray. Have UFO on screen. Closing rapidly.
Roger. 10 degrees port.
Right.
UFO at 12 o'clock. You are the target. Coming into attack. UFO entered cloud layer. Keep a sharp lookout.
Roger. Shadow, steady.
Sky 1 to Shadow Control. Reporting direct hit on UFO.
It's gonna crash into the sea.
Good shooting, Sky 1. Come in, Seagull X-ray. Alec, are you okay?
I've aged about 5 years, but we're still in one piece.
Hello, Sky 1. Follow it down, Captain.
Use your reconnaissance cameras.
Roger, will do. It went straight under. It seems to be breaking up. Hold it. There's a body.
Please confirm. Did you say body?
Yes.
It's a body.
How's it going, Alec? Everything's fine. Good. Good. Moonbase and the other tracker stations will have the Utronic system fitted and operational within a week.
Oh, that's just great. Well, you look tired, Alec. Why don't you help yourself to a drink?
Thanks. Think I will. You never touch it, do you?
Uh-uh. Self-control.
Maybe drinking needs more self-control. Well, when does, it arrive?
Any time now.
You waited a long time for this one.
Yes. 10 years. It's been 10 years since we had the first confirmed UFO landing on Earth.
And that was after a decade of speculation, reports, official denials, you name it.
You know, Alec, when I was made commander of SHADO, I thought it was all going to happen.
You've done a good job. The best.
Well, I've tried. But how far have we progressed? I mean, what do we really know about UFOs? What are they? Where do they come from? What do they want? Yes.
Mayland Hospital, Shadow Section. Your special patient has arrived, sir. We will use underground corridor 32 to Shadow Medical Center.
Right.
Well, maybe some of the answers are coming in now.
Well done, Peter.
Thanks.
You're wanted in debriefing immediately.
Right. See you later.
What's the position, Doctor?
Alive and in a critical condition. Excuse me.
What are the chances of survival?
Well, he was equipped with an advanced apparatus that enabled him to breathe liquid. The helmet was removed as soon as he was picked up. An attempt was made to restore normal breathing. The problem is that there's still some liquid left in his lungs, so it's too early to say yet. Excuse me.
Space travel in a liquid environment. The very thing we've been experimenting with.
Yes. Well, apparently they've done it.
I must ask you to leave now.
Right. Let me know the moment you have anything, Doctor.
Commander Straker.
Is he alive, Doctor?
Yes.
Well?
Well, the general analysis has shown that he's humanoid.
You mean like us?
More or less. Body temperature 3 degrees paranormal, blood pressure rather low, muscular development poor. The skin has an artificial green coloration, probably absorbed from the liquid. The interesting thing here is that the hair hasn't picked up this tint, which suggests that the liquid contains a bioacrophilic compound. Also, the fact that the eyes were protected by plastic shells seems to support this theory. Anyway, we'll know more when we get the computer readout from the first electromedical check. It'll be a few minutes.
A man. From a solar system probably 100 million miles from Earth.
It's incredible.
What is?
Well, we can't be certain yet, but this preliminary test shows organ and gland transplants. Heart, liver, left lung, thyroid.
Do you realize what this could mean, Alec?
It's still theory.
Theory. Fact. After almost 10 years of possible, probable, and confirmed UFO incidents. Fact. On a number of fully documented occasions, mutilated bodies found after UFO attacks. Organs missing. Fact. An electromedical examination on the first alien we lay our hands on shows organ transplants.
The doctors aren't certain.
No, not yet. But I'm willing to bet that our proof lies at the end of that corridor.
Dr. Schroeder? Intensive care unit. We have an emergency. I'm afraid he's dead.
Can I have a post-mortem?
48 hours.
Make it 24. Not the details. Just what really matters.
The rapid aging isn't documented in the report. We're not sure why it happened, but it's certainly connected with the reaction of Earth's atmosphere on the body.
Now, gentlemen, let's concern ourselves with the three main questions regarding UFOs. 1. Where do they come from? Now, the fact that the lungs were filled with an oxygenated liquid seems to indicate a subjection to phenomenal acceleration and fantastic speed over a long period, long enough for the skin to pick up the green coloration of the liquid. Now, all this would appear to add up to an extended journey through space, perhaps several months, at many times the speed of light. Question number 2. Who are they? Well, obviously, in science and technology, several hundred years in advance of man. But everything in this report seems to add up to a dying race. Hereditary sterility was evident. But by using drugs and advanced transplant techniques, they could have found a way to stop the natural aging process. They're also highly intelligent, so they presumably come to Earth knowing the risk of contact with our atmosphere. Which brings us inevitably to question number 3. Why do they come? This report indicates 5 major organ and gland transplants. In the case of the heart, tissue compatibility test shows that it was human in origin. It came from Earth, gentlemen. Therefore, one of the reasons they must obviously come is to obtain organ replacements. But there may be other reasons. Imagine a dying planet in some distant corner of the universe. Its natural resources exhausted. Its inhabitants sterile. Doomed to extinction. Situation we may one day find ourselves in, gentlemen. So they discover Earth, abundant and fertile, able to satisfy their needs. They look upon us not with animosity, but with callousness, as we look upon our animals whom we depend on for food. Yes, it would appear they are driven by circumstance across 1 billion miles of space, driven on by the greatest force in the universe: survival.
Check on the test, sir.
There's no possible doubt?
No, sir. Electronic tissue analysis is as positive as a voice print.
Right.
You wanted to tell me something.
Yes. I wanted to have a word with you before you flew out.
It's about my sister, isn't it?
Yes. I'm afraid she's dead, Peter. There's no longer any doubt. I think you know how sorry I am.
What happened?
I don't think you'd like to know the details.
I think I'd like to know.
Your sister was last seen in the vicinity of a UFO incident nearly 10 years ago. The alien's body recovered from the sea was subjected to intense medical examination. The heart was a transplant. The donor was Leela Carlin.
What will you tell your parents?
I don't know.
You realize, of course, that they can never know the truth. A funeral without a body. A symbol of human compassion.
finger of tragic coincidence, stretching across 1 billion miles of space. Is this the end or the beginning? Where does the universe end? Where does it begin?
Liftoff complete. Onboard readout is go.
Roger. You are clear for EO. Out.
Lunar module to control. Separation A-OK. This is lunar module to moon base control. Have visual contact.
Roger, Lunar Module. Have you on track for auto landing? The Lunar Module with Colonel Freeman on board is docking now.
Hello, Gay. Shall we start? Hello, Nina.
Hello, Colonel.
How's everything going?
Fine.
Good. How are things with you, Joan?
Fine, sir.
Is that your report, Lieutenant?
Yes, I think you'll find everything's in order.
Sure I shall. Shall we continue?
The spares situation might need reviewing. I'd like to see the level kept about 20% higher.
Funny you should say that. Straker asked me to get your ideas on the subject. He had the same idea. Hi, Colonel. Hi, Lou. What sort of times are you making on the interceptor launches, Lieutenant?
About 125 seconds flat.
That's pretty good. Well, that about wraps it up for this month. I'll report a clean bill of health.
Fine.
I have a possible sighting. Will relay details of speed and trajectory.
I have a trace bearing 062415 green. Confirmed sighting, yellow alert. I repeat, yellow alert.
Good luck, Mark.
Okay, let's go.
UFO has entered area blue 634. Interceptors are in position, awaiting confirmation. We'll give computation of attack coordinates and missile timings as soon as possible.
Next sweep should tell us.
Red alert, red alert. Confirm unidentified flying object.
This is Moonbase Control. Red alert. Repeat, red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Interceptors, immediate launch.
Our checks, A-OK.
Interceptor 2, our checks, A-OK. Interceptor 1, our checks, A-OK.
Switch to radio link 4. Onboard computer wave band 068.
Firm speed 0.8.
Bearing 342047. That's it, don't lose it. Base to interceptors. Have the UFO on positive track. Speed Sol 0.8. Speed Sol 0.8. Bearing 342047.
UFO maintaining course. Predict interceptors in range 51 seconds.
Control to leader. Set onboard computer for the auto count.
Roger.
Missile launch, 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our visual contact with explosion.
Detonation positive.
Did they get it?
I still have a contact, Lieutenant.
Double check.
Positive.
Predict UFO on collision course with interceptors. Impact 32 seconds.
Control to interceptor 2. Auto course to 024201.
Impact 14 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
1 to base, request new course.
Control to interceptor 3. Auto course to 024186.
9 seconds.
Interceptor 1 to base. Request new course.
Control to interceptor 1. Auto course to 024218.
It's too late, Lieutenant.
Coming one.
Impact confirmed. Interceptor 1 destroyed.
Why, Alec? You've read the report? Yes. An astronaut killed. A UFO through the outer defenses. The report tells me what happened. Now I want to know why.
I don't really know.
Oh, come on, Alec. I know you better than that.
Things happen so fast.
Meaning?
I can't be sure.
Well, look, I'll settle for an educated guess, Alec.
The error could have been human. A decision was taken, it could have worked, but the point is, it didn't.
Right. I want the personnel concerned, the 2 surviving astronauts and Lieutenant Ellis, back here on the next moon flight.
Right. Oh, what happened to the UFO?
We lost it in a radar blind spot. But one thing's certain, it landed.
Landed? Where?
Just about the worst place possible. Somewhere in an area of 50,000 square miles in northern Canada. Everything we got that flies is out looking for it.
I've completed grid search. Nothing to report.
Okay, Skipper. See you in 1 hour.
No, I'm going around once again. We'll stay alight long enough for one more run.
Looks a long way off, doesn't it?
Might as well be at the other end of the universe.
Has anyone seen Lieutenant Ellis?
She's in Central Park.
Thanks. Well, there's one of the lucky ones who'll be back on terra firma tomorrow.
If by terra firma you mean Straker's carpet. Rather them than me.
Gay, we all took the same chance. Ken was unlucky. These things happen. Nobody's to blame.
Don't give me that crud, Marsden. Find it. If you need more aircraft, appropriate them. Yes, I'm giving you the authority. Yes. Right. What now?
The moon-based personnel are here, sir.
Send them in. Now look, Alec.
I know. You want that UFO located?
Yes. Bradley, Waterman, Lieutenant Ellis. I assume you know why you're here.
I'd like to say something, sir. As Interceptor leader, I want to accept complete and sole responsibility for what happened.
Very gallant. Yes, that's a very brave gesture. But out of line. I know what happened. Now I want to know why. You people were selected because of your outstanding character, as well as intellect. What went wrong?
Anything from those satellite shots?
No, sir.
Well, keep looking. It's got to be there somewhere.
Have relocated UFO in area blue.
Straker.
We picked it up.
Great. I'll be right there.
Thank you, Greenland.
Where is it?
Yes, we have that. Confirm
Just crossing the
UIF
Atlantic
every 30
seaboard.
seconds.
Speed and altitude are way down. The moon base interceptors must have damaged it.
Right. Alert Sky 1.
That's it.
Shadow HQ, Skipper. They've located the UFO.
Be right there.
I've got the UFO's latest fix, sir. If we steer 042, we should intercept in 18 minutes.
Right. Alter course to 042. Give her everything she's got.
Steer 042, maximum speed.
Lieutenant Ellis, Waterman, I'd like you to begin the computer test while I interview astronaut Bradley.
Right.
Cigarette?
Thank you.
Nervous?
No.
There's no need to be. This is all quite confidential. Please sit. There. Before we start, I'd like to get one thing straight. I've no liking for you blacks. You ever heard that phrase or something similar on Moonbase?
No, never.
You didn't seem surprised when I said it.
I assumed you didn't mean it.
Good. Good.
This time we'll get it.
Range 800 miles, sir. Closing.
Launch stations. Launch stations. Lift-off stations. Yes, sir. Good luck. Right. Stand by for liftoff. Leveling off at 10,000.
Roger. Sky 1 airborne, sir.
Thanks.
Word association. Ready? Father.
Mother.
Hot.
Cold.
Geometry.
Variable.
Oh, yes, of course. You were a pilot before you became an astronaut. Apple.
Teacher.
Sun.
Moon.
Tree.
Pine.
Hate.
Love.
Love.
This is Shadow Control. UFO 48 miles from your present position.
Thanks, Control. I have it on the scope. Have visual contact. Closing for attack.
Sky 1 reports a hit, but UFO is turned and is still airborne.
Signal all radar stations. Tell the commanders if they lose it this time, they'll answer to me.
Get some rest, Alec. You look tired.
Shadow control to all radar tracking stations. UFO has been hit, but is still airborne.
Did he say anything else? No, just that I'd been cleared, and I was scheduled on the next flight back to the moon. And us? He's the one who needs looking at. Oh, don't worry.
You can't hear an next glass case he calls an office. Tell me something.
Does Shadow have anyone checking him out? If they did, it would probably be a computer.
Lieutenant Ellis, will you come in, please?
Please sit down.
Coming down, sir.
Great. When it lands, let me know its exact position.
Roger.
Oh, have a seat, Alec.
I don't believe it.
Oh, no, that's for you.
Thanks.
Well, the UFO has landed, but this time we know where.
Exact position?
Close enough to Lexfield Air Base, Canada, for you to be there by first light tomorrow.
Fine.
I want them, Alec. I want them alive.
I'll do what I can.
You'll be the field commander. I'll monitor the whole operation from here. Central Control will give you all the details, but the transporter will be loaded and ready for takeoff at 2100 hours.
Fine.
Oh, one more thing, Alec. Dr. Schroeder has finished with the moon base personnel. His report is quite clear. I'd like you to handle that, too.
Right. I'll do it before I leave.
This is the way I want it done.
Mahogany.
Table.
Grass.
Green.
Laugh.
Cry.
This is an interesting reaction. Watch this carefully.
Sunrise.
Morning.
Black. Black.
Bird. Blackbird.
Blackbird. Oh, yes, good.
A 2.04 second delay. You could see her mind racing. She was consciously avoiding giving the standard answer. White. Look at the stress factor at that point. 5 times normal.
And your conclusions are based on that?
My conclusions are based on 8 hours of exhaustive tests, 20 years of experience, and the conclusion formed by the computer. That example was one which I thought even a layman might understand. I'll leave you to it. Come in, come in. Sit down.
I'm not going to waste time with the details of this report because you'll be given copies of it. But I'd like to read you its conclusions. 1. Taking into account the circumstances at the time of detonation, it was clearly the duty of Lieutenant Ellis to decide the type of evasive action to be taken. On that count, Lieutenant Ellis is cleared, provided that the decision was in no way influenced by emotional factors. Which brings us to point 2. The 3 personnel directly concerned were subject to standard psychiatric and psychocomputer tests with the following results. Astronaut Lou Waterman, clear on all counts. Astronaut Mark Bradley, emotion count 0.48 paranormal, clear on other counts. Lieutenant Ellis, stress factor 1.28 paranormal. Emotion count 0.35 paranormal, clear on other counts. 3. These results are attributed to an emotional attachment between Lieutenant Ellis and Astronaut Bradley. It ends with a confidential recommendation as to what action should be taken. Well, we'll just have to hope that this thing sorts itself out. Meantime, Straker's given you separate postings. Bradley, You'll report to Moonbase.
And me, sir?
Shadow Headquarters, Earth.
Well, everything's lined up with the Air Force. You'll get their fullest cooperation.
I'll be on my way.
Oh, Alec. Who are you taking with you?
Does it matter?
No, except that I hadn't seen the list of personnel.
It includes Mark Bradley and Lieutenant Ellis.
Your decision?
My decision. Without the aid of a computer. They'll be back inside 3 days to take up their new postings.
The transport has just landed at Lexfield, Canada, sir.
Fine.
Shadow mobiles 1, 2, and 3 proceed to search area. This is Control. In position on airfield perimeter.
The other mobiles are on their way, sir.
Good.
Shadow Mobile 1 to Control.
In position.
Roger 1.
No visual contact.
Shadowmobile 2 in position, sir. Shadowmobile 3 in position.
All 3 mobiles are in position, sir.
Good. Send one in.
Which one, sir?
The one in the best position. Standard procedure.
Control to Shadow Mobile 3.
Close in for final assault.
Roger, Control.
Should be able to see it any second.
There it is. Have visual contact.
About 300 yards ahead.
Any sign of movement?
No, nothing. We're going in closer.
Right. Take it easy.
Shadow Mobile 3 to control.
We're under attack.
Head back to the ridge.
We're still under fire.
They seem to be using some sort of...
SM3, can you hear me? Come in, SM3.
Radio and tracking link negative. They must have been hit.
Send the next one in. I know the risk. Send it in.
This is Control to Shadow Mobile 1. Close in on UFO.
Roger.
This is Colonel Freeman. We must assume SM3 is non-operational.
Stop just below the top of the ridge and proceed on foot.
I repeat, proceed on foot.
Understood.
Okay, let's go.
Roger. Backup forces in position and standing by, sir.
Okay. Fan out. $250 yards from UFO.
Closing in.
They're closing in, sir. Look out!
The UFO, sir!
Get on!
Hello, Mark.
Hi.
Why today?
Yes, they're flying the alien back to HQ now.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Mark, there's something I must tell you. After Mobile 3 was hit, Freeman told me to send another one in. Mobile 2 was in a better position.
It's okay. I was glad of the action.
Don't you understand what I'm saying? I risked your life to prove a point.
You did it to prove that Straker and the computers were wrong.
Well? Much the same situation we've experienced before. The alien was breathing a liquid containing a bioacrophilic compound, imparting the usual green tint to the face and neck. The hair was unaffected, and the eyes had protective shells. Oh, we've managed to revert the respiration to normal atmosphere. Successfully? 5 hours is not long enough to tell.
It's long enough to tell us that we're dealing with a comparatively young alien. Past experience has shown us that once they breathe our atmosphere, they deteriorate to their true age. I want to see if I can get anything out of him, Doctor. How soon can he be ready?
Look, we're crossing new physiological frontiers. How can I say? Well, I suppose he's as ready now as he'll ever be.
Right, Doctor. He appears to be humanoid and highly intelligent. The biosensor tells us his eyes and ears are in excellent condition. Computer reports indicate he's in perfect health. There must be some way we can communicate.
You've been interrogating him for 43 minutes. How much longer?
Why?
We've got to remove the barrier compound from his hair to assist oxygen absorption.
All right, all right.
Now, let's go over it once again. The answers are needed to certain questions. I'm asking you to cooperate. It's no good, Alec. He either can't or doesn't want to understand. There's no alternative. I'm going to try one of the new anodynes to break down his resistance.
Which do you recommend, Doctor?
Well, GL7's the most effective in my experience, but in this case...
Well?
I can't guarantee the result. It could be dangerous.
How dangerous?
Who knows? But the decision and the responsibility must be yours.
Well, your reactions are all right. You heard that clearly enough.
All right, Doctor.
Now, the drug will lower your resistance. It's no use fighting it. You must help us. You must cooperate.
Pulse rate increasing. Still increasing. Hold him down.
Drink, Alec?
No, thanks. I'd like you to accept this.
We've worked together a long time, Alec.
Maybe too long.
Can't we talk about it?
There's not much to say. It's a difference in temperament.
You think I wanted him to die? It was a calculated risk.
It's not only that. You make all your decisions based on cold logic, computer predictions.
"1984. I wonder what it's going to be like in 20 years' time. Will the computers take over completely?
Why don't you ask them? They seem to have all the answers, even now.
We build them, program them, and they tell us what we're going to think before we know it ourselves.
Well, you better make that phone call.
I'll sleep on it.
Straker, it's for you, Alec.
Freeman. Well, when did you find this out? Well, you know what it means, don't you? Right. No. Now leave that with me. Yeah. Bye. Mark Bradley.
Important?
He thinks it is. Well, it looks like you were right. You and your computers.
Oh, by the way, Alec. Would you tell Lieutenant Ellis and Astronaut Bradley that they're to return to Moon Base immediately and assume their normal duties?
That's not what the report recommended.
Not the first report, no. But this report analyzed the flight paths. And it shows that had normal procedure been followed, we would have lost all 3 interceptors.
You mean her decision wasn't influenced by emotion?
You tell me.
See you.
Skipper, Ellis here. You better come up and have a look. There's something alongside. Probably one of the latest kind of submarines.
All right, be straight up.
Well, where is this monster of the deep?
Get some men onto that fire. You all right? Get some men onto that fire. You all right?
Under attack, submarine. Airborne missiles. Look like flying fish. Under attack.
found this place last year on a cycling holiday with my wife. Thought it'd be a good idea to contrast the modern methods of fishing with the old. Look at that. Could be back in the 17th century.
It's good. Very good.
Look at the texture of that brickwork. Hundreds of years in it. Most of those boats are over 50 years old.
Really?
Don't build them like that nowadays.
No.
It's uncanny. These men work purely by instinct. No equipment, just years of experience handed down from generation to generation. And the amazing thing is that only 2 hours before this, our underwater detector reported nothing in the area.
Mayday, Mayday. Deep Space Probe 87 calling. Deep Space Probe 87 calling.
Control receiving. Come in 87.
25 UFOs mapping. Concentrating in area NML12. We have been seen. 3 UFOs approaching. Taking evasive action.
87. Come in. Come in. 87. Can you hear me? 87. Come in.
Oh, wait a minute. What's that? That fish. That's strange. They're only found in the mid-Atlantic, never around our coasts. I say, we've found something here. Did you notice that fish? Have a frame taken from the negative of that shot and have it blown up as soon as possible.
Right.
I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Well, I was so intrigued with your picture that I nearly forgot I have an appointment to meet the backer of our next film, and I'm already very late.
I quite understand, Mr. Straker.
You have a very good film there.
Thank you, Mr. Straker. Get an underwater cameraman down there first thing tomorrow morning. I think we may have a very interesting new dimension to this film.
Deep Space Probe 87 has been destroyed. They saw a buildup of UFOs in area NML12.
NML12? That's only 4 hours away.
I've alerted all stations.
Good. Mass UFO attack. Our defense screen will knock out at least half of them before they even get into the Earth's atmosphere. Doesn't make sense.
Maybe they expect to get them all through.
Well, they know that's not possible, unless they've got something else up their sleeve. Look, put Space Observation Platform Watchdog in that zone immediately. Computerize every scrap of information it sends in, no matter how small.
All this way just to photograph fish which shouldn't even be here. They must have more money than sense.
Yeah. Well, if you do see any, shoot about 200 feet from about 6 different angles, okay?
Okay.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Loud and clear.
Is the water's warm?
Do you see anything?
Not yet. Strange. Deeper I go, the warmer the water. Your fish are here. Several different tropical kinds. Must be this warm water. See something else, like a flying fish. It's large, silver.
Are there any sharks in this area?
Yes. Turning towards me.
Here, give us a hand. Come on, give us a hand.
It's been cut.
And you say that he was photographing fish?
Yes, a species peculiar to the mid-Atlantic and never before found off the coast of Cornwall.
Did anyone check to find out about sharks in this area?
I did, personally. I was assured that they very rarely came to that part of the coast, and the occasional one that did was quite harmless.
But the air pipe was severed. Very well, that's all, gentlemen. As soon as our investigations are complete, I'll call again to discuss the claim. Good day to you.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I must go and see his widow.
Yes, of course. If there is anything at all that I can do, please let me know.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Anderson, get me skydiver. Paul. That cameraman said something about large silver flying fish. Now, last week, the freighter Kingston was sunk here in the mid-Atlantic by missiles like flying fish.
And the species of fish off Cornwall are normally found there. You think there's a link?
Well, it's too much of a coincidence for there not to be.
Skydiver boys, sir.
Captain, I want you to proceed to the area where the freighter Kingston was sunk.
I'm having full instructions prepared for you, and
I'll contact you in 30 minutes.
This is Space Intruder Detector, relaying report from Watchdog. UFOs maintaining position in area NML 12.
Take it onto the seabed. Let's have a look around there.
What's the latest on Watchdog?
No change. UFO still in the stationary position and showing no sign of moving, sir.
What the blazes are they waiting for? Well, Colonel, what does the computer think?
Well, with so little information, it's reluctant to give an answer. But when I insisted, it said they're either waiting for A, reinforcements, B, bad weather to negate radar, or C, non-operations of defenses, namely shadow control.
Well, we know there are no signs of reinforcements, and the weather forecast for the next month is excellent, and Shadow certainly won't cease operations. I suggest the next batch of information you feed in, you add a drop of castor oil.
How's the water temperature? 15 degrees higher than the surface. Still rising.
Maybe the volcano's active.
No, we checked that. Get shadow control.
Yes, sir.
Skydiver for you, Commander.
Thank you. Yes, Captain?
We're in the search area. Thought you ought to know. Water temperature near base of volcano 30 degrees higher than normal.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I'll call you back in a minute. Have Colonel Foster
bring in that report on the underwater cameraman, will you?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Another link. Listen to this, Paul. The deeper I go, the warmer the water becomes. Get me Skydiver. Take a look at this, Paul. The deep water around that volcano is a lot warmer than it should be.
Skydiver.
Captain, I want you, by using your temperature gauges, to follow that stream of warm water. Try and find out where it leads to, and if possible, what's causing it. Report back to me every 15 minutes.
Very good, sir.
You know, I have an idea. They'll finish up just about here. Cornwall.
Yes, and the fish follow the warm water.
Exactly. Lieutenant Anderson, what's the latest on Watchdog?
Lieutenant Anderson is on 24 hours leave, sir. Last report from Watchdog via SID received 3 minutes ago. No change.
Thank you.
Stop engines. Temperature rise of 3 degrees.
Captain.
Evasive action. Periscope depth. Slowly.
Aye, sir.
Good work, Captain. Resume your original search. Oh, and Captain, watch yourself.
Yes, sir.
Well, it seems a UFO has been using that volcano as a front door to the Atlantic. And Skydiver also found the reason for the rise in water temperature.
What was that?
An undersea cable. The UFO was using it as an energy supply.
Because they can travel underwater on their own power.
Yes, for short distances.
And you think this one has been to Cornwall?
Well, it looks that way.
Then there must be an energy plant under the volcano. And if the water temperature is so high, it's generating a lot more power than is needed to drive one UFO.
Yes. Well, I wonder what Skydiver will find at the end of that cable. What's the news?
Nothing, sir. We've been right round it, but it appears to be completely smooth. Any sign of an entrance? Not as far as we can see.
Let's go down and have a closer look.
Dive.
Lieutenant? You know Colonel Foster? Well, I think a cup of Skydiver coffee would be just great. Come on, Paul, let's get our water wings on. After you've dropped us, get out of sight, Captain. We'll rendezvous back here in 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Testing radio link. Receiving 5 by 5. There it is. Take it easy, Paul. I found something. Round this side. Okay, Paul. Lead the way.
What are we going to do, blow it up?
No. I want to find out what's going on in there.
Al, there's no entrance.
There must be, Paul. I'll get some of this stuff under a microscope. Maybe we can find out what that thing's made of.
What did you see, sir?
Afraid I can't talk about it at the moment, Captain. You'll find out why later.
Yes, sir.
Take us up.
Surface.
I want you to stay by that dome, Captain. Report anything unusual, if necessary, but only as a last resort, blast it out of the water. I'll contact you as soon as I get back to SHADO HQ.
Very good, sir.
Anything from Watchdog?
No, nothing, sir.
Would you tell Colonel Lake I want Lieutenant Anderson's psychiatric analysis right away?
Yes, sir.
Still can't believe he's a traitor.
No, we can't deny what we saw with our own eyes, can we?
Answer to question 1. From Anderson's psychiatric report, I can find no reason for disloyalty. Answer to question 2. As you insist upon asking questions without giving sufficient information, I can only supply unsatisfactory answers. The most I can say about the last question, is there any link between the undersea dome and the massing of UFOs in area NML12, is, if there is any link, it can only be connected with my previous answers. A, reinforcements, possibly the dome is a construction to house UFOs. B, it contains elaborate equipment to be used to change the weather to negate radar. C, it is there to bring about in some way the non-function of SHADO, to allow the UFO's uninterrupted entrance to Earth's atmosphere.
Well, that's a mass of useless information.
Yes, I agree. Is there any way, Colonel, of rephrasing the questions?
We have asked the questions in 12 different ways, sir. Each time the same answer. There simply isn't enough information.
Yes, I'm sorry. Now, look, Paul, we're not going to be able to find out anything until we get inside that dome. As soon as the analyst's report has been fed in on my knife, let me know.
Yes, sir. We'll do our best.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What were you doing in that dome?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What were you doing in that dome?
What dome?
The dome we saw you in. We saw you in that dome.
You couldn't have spent the last 24 hours at home.
Witnesses.
I told you I was by myself.
What were you doing in that dome?
I don't know anything about any
What were you
dome.
doing in that dome?
Oh, there's no sense wasting any more time, Paul. Doctor.
I was never in any dome, whether you saw me or not. I don't know what this is all about, but the answer better be pretty good.
How long, Doctor?
Another 5 seconds.
I think I'm about ready.
Now, what were you doing in that underwater dome?
I don't know anything about an underwater dome.
Where have you been for the last 24 hours?
I've been at home by myself.
Did you sleep?
Yes, I slept.
Did you lock the doors?
Yes, I locked all the doors.
Why?
Well, there have been burglaries in the area.
Have you ever been to Cornwall?
Never.
Look, Doctor, is there any chance he's resistant?
No. This drug is infallible.
Another shot.
One more. Sorry.
Tell us about the dome.
I don't know about the dome.
I don't believe it.
There's only one way to find out what's inside that damn dome. Doctor.
Yes, he'll be all right.
Put Lieutenant Anderson on the lock and key.
This is Sid. The UFOs in area NML-12 are still stationary. The estimated number has increased to 50. Watchdog maintaining constant observation.
The deposits on your knife indicate that the substance from which the undersea construction is made is of a molecular structure unknown to us. But my conclusion is that the entrance could be made by pressure. The rupture would be self-sealing.
Thank you, Colonel.
I hope the answer is satisfactory, sir.
Colonel Lake, look, I do understand the problems, and the answers are satisfactory.
Thank you, sir.
Will you please ask Colonel Foster to get his bags packed? Captain?
Commander.
Now, let's go down.
Yes, sir. Dive.
Sorry to have to keep you in the dark about all this, Captain. When I tell you why, I'm sure you'll understand. Lieutenant Anderson is a traitor. He was inside that dome.
Anderson? It's not possible.
I'm afraid it's the truth. Now, Colonel Foster and I are going to try to get inside that thing. I've no idea what we'll find. But I want you to stay within range. And if we're not back in 1 hour, destroy it.
But, Commander...
No buts, Captain. If we're not back in that time, we won't be coming back anyway. 1 hour, understand?
Yes, sir. It's been a UFO.
Well, in unknown country, I think it's better to travel light.
$53 minutes to go.
Well, let's see what wonders await us down here.
Over to security less than 2 hours ago.
Yeah, well, maybe they forgot to lock the door. Look, I'm going to try and find out what he's up to.
Yeah, I'll do some investigating myself.
A good idea. Look, we got 44 minutes. I'll meet you back in the equipment at 20.
Right.
See anything, Paul?
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
What happened to you? Hugh, look.
How? I don't know. I guess we'd call it some kind of plastic surgery.
But why?
That is the question. Anderson. Think what we've done to him. After this, we better stick together, Paul. Come on, let's hide it. Let's try this way.
As good as any. Ever had that feeling you've been here before?
Yeah. Sure looks familiar.
But why?
Shadow control to Sid. Shadow control to Sid. Come in, Sid.
Shadow control to Moonbase. Come in, Moonbase.
Moonbase receiving you, Shadow Control.
UFOs approaching from NML 12. Do not attempt to intercept. Repeat, do not attempt to intercept.
Do not understand. Do not understand. You say do not intercept? Is this correct?
Correct. Commander Straker's orders. UFOs to be dealt with by Earth's defenses. Over and out.
Do not understand. You say do not intercept. Is this correct?
Correct, Skydiver. Commander Straker's orders. UFOs will be dealt with by ground defenses. Over and out.
The computer was right. I planned to take over SHADO control and use it to let those UFOs through.
But where did they get our voices from?
Well, they've obviously been recording our communications. By using the words they need and putting them together, they can make us say anything they want.
And why all this elaborate miming?
Well, you forget. They'll be seen on the TV screens. Come on, Paul. Let's go. We'll split up. That way one of us will stand a chance.
Okay. Whoever gets back first stops the countdown.
No, there isn't time. They're ready to make their move. Good luck, Paul.
Good luck.
Minutes. Only another 8 minutes.
Captain!
Thank God. Did you see Commander Straker?
No, sir.
The massed UFOs are moving out of area NML-12. Must presume attack course.
Any sign of the commander?
No, sir.
Arm the torpedoes.
Torpedoes armed, sir. Fire one, sir. One away, sir.
Colonel Foster.
Fire two.
Yes, sir. Fire two. Two away, sir.
UFOs now on positive track, heading for Earth at attack velocity in 2 waves.
Message received. Commander, they're on their way. Shadow control to moon base. Attack and destroy second wave of UFOs.
Red alert! Red alert! Interceptors immediate launch!
Shadow looked like, or what we look like.
And possibly we never will. It could have been some form of X-ray photography, but at least they won't try that again.
Don't bet on it, Paul.